Hello, you all. Hi, it is Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. So I was actually kind of thinking about something and kind of putting two and two together, and I don't want to sound like conspiracy theorist because it's really not a conspiracy. It's really just literally putting two and two together plus common sense plus the obvious, And I'm thinking, frankly, for me, I don't need to do research or do my homework on Bill Gates of hell because it's clear that in so many words, he's a demon. So I only say that because when I went to look up that story, I remember with the whole Bill Gates of hell, him pretty much being pleased to release the next pandemic, which I'm sure is probably not going to be told on the mic. That's probably something that they'll cover up. Could let him tell it. Oh, he predicted the pandemic and he wants you to fight it. He wants you to, oh, this is how you survive the pandemic, or this is the best conclusion or the best solution for it. And I only deemed him a demon when, and mind you, like I said, I didn't do my research on him as far as his credentials, but basically from the outside looking in, a lot of people argue, hey, you're not a doctor, but yet here you are with syringes full of serum poking people in Africa. Here, take this serum so much, so it's kind of like with me, just because I have a few dollars, I can, oh, here, drink this Kool-Aid, it's good for you, so it's kind of like, you don't have credentials, you really only have the money, and that's basically what it is. It's the money talking. With money, you can basically do whatever, because it's like your money's setting the precedent, and it's not really about credentials or doing the right thing. It's about the money at the end of the day. You can do the right or wrong thing with money, and most of the time, with money, doors will be open that probably normally or never would be open. But I just want to, put in and kind of reiterate from an older video that I made. Pretty much, is it prediction or perpetration? So are you predicting it or are you the perpetrator? So in so many words, what I'm saying is, there's a saying for it. I guess I shouldn't try to look for any words if it's not on top of my head. But it's kind of like you try to help someone, and like I said, I don't get the phrase, but it's like, oh, you help someone. I don't know the phrase of it, but basically the story is, oh, I'm going to create a scenario, and then like basically, okay, so I polish the stairs, you fall down the stairs, but yet I'm there to catch you at the bottom of the stairs, if that makes any sense. I create a situation, and it's like, oh, I'm saving the day, or look, I have the answers, or look, I have the antidote. And so in so many words, I'll pretty much say, hey, I predict that your basement will flood. Tomorrow night, by midnight, your basement will flood. And at the end of the day, and long story short, the only way that I would know that is because virtually I'm going to be the one flooding your basement. Perhaps I flushed towels down your toilet downstairs and your basement flooded, but you don't know that part, that I flushed the towels. But basically that's what it is. Like, am I predicting it because I actually see things, or I'm intuitive, or am I the damn perpetrator? Because even with the Simpsons, they'll say, hey, we predicted 9/11, or we predicted this and that. Now, are you predicting it, or are you the perpetrator, or are you privy to certain information that society is not privy to? Because every day, some days, certain holidays, and whatever it is, those could be certain times, certain situations, and certain rituals, so to speak. So every holiday, every certain day, every particular day, something is to happen on that particular day, but it's all about who's privy about what really goes on the 25th. You think, oh, that's just the time for opening gifts, and to someone else who's really privy to real information, oh no, that's the time to collect bodies and to drink blood, or this is the time to reproduce like crazy, and the other day is the time to commit mass genocide. Whatever it is, to certain days and certain holidays, basically boils down to certain sacrifices. And there's another game too. There's a game, like a game card, and I'm not sure who's the makers of it, but it's basically, hey, July 12th 1862, this and that will happen, and it's pretty accurate. So what I'm saying is, certain days and times have certain agendas and certain events that is to happen, and certain people are privy to. For instance, with 9/11, certain people were privy to, hey, in particular the taxis, kind of stand your ground downtown, hold your distance downtown, or, don't show up for work downtown. Normally you lift your finger and pick up a taxi, but that particular day maybe the taxis weren't there because certain people are privy to certain information. So is that prediction or perpetration? But I thought I'd put that 2 cents in. All right, be well and be safe.